Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Martin Dreyfus Show. Welcome back to our continued coverage of the Russia and Ukraine crisis. Right now, we are going to go over the actual resolution the UN adopted and what that means for the world going forward, for Russians going forward, for help for Ukraine going forward. So, start going through this article together. As we previously saw, the votes were overwhelmingly yes, as only 5 people voted no for the resolution and 35 abstained out of all 193 members. Quote unquote, the resolution deplores in the strongest terms the aggression by the Russian Federation against Ukraine. Essentially, the article starts off by saying the UN demands that the Russian military ceases fire and leaves Ukraine completely and unconditionally. However, as we keep reading through this article, the first thing that's important here is it's not legally binding, and it's just a view, an expression of the view of the UN membership. So, again, this is another step against Russia kind of creating pressure, although the article might say, but I would argue poking the bear, because the last time the UN met 2 days ago, not yesterday's meeting, but 2 days ago, was when they then upped the ante on Kharkiv and bombed it. They've continued upping the aggression on all of Ukraine pretty much in coercion with these UN meetings. So I'm not sure how a non-legally binding expression of views is going to all of a sudden change things. But a few of the eldest Ukrainians might call a moment like this glory. Some quotes from them: "It is a mistake. The evil will never stop. Requires more and more space to conquer. If tolerated, it advances further and further." So, in the first time in 40 years, we meet in an emergency assembly called Uniting for Peace. And here's the actual resolution that we can walk through a little bit together. Obligation charter that all members, in order to ensure all of them the rights and benefits of membership, shall fulfill in good faith the obligations. Take notes of Security Council, recalling General Assembly, recalling also its resolution, recalling further its resolution, bearing in mind the importance of mainstreaming and strengthening international peace, calling the final act in Europe. So a bunch of backing points, and then expressing concerns about Ukraine, reaffirms its commitment to sovereignty, deplores the strongest term the aggression of the Russian Empire, demands a ceasefire, also demands they completely and unconditionally withdraw all troops. They leave the Donbass region alone. Yep, they reversed their decisions on Donbass being separatist of Ukraine. All in all, to say this non-legally binding article is more of the same, and it's more of Ukraine's expression of what they want, and rightfully so. It's just Russia hasn't listened up until now, and I don't see how. We're not sending any forces to back them up. We're doing more of the same, is all this says. So it was a good moment, but did it really mean anything?